Hail, hail! Hello, Celtic supporter! A huge signing is on its way to Celtic, and I'm bringing it to you firsthand. A hot topic among the Hoops faithful, and before I reveal all the details, make sure to leave a like to stay up to date with the latest news on the Bhoys. Now, without further ado, let's get to the exciting part. Celtic is on the verge of welcoming back one of its most beloved sons, but what seemed like a straightforward return for Kieran Tierney to his boyhood club has turned into a saga full of twists, with Arsenal at the center of it. The English club, which has already decided not to trigger the contract extension clause for the left-back, has taken an intriguing stance throughout the transfer window, and now the reason behind. It is becoming clearer. Despite Tierney having already signed a pre-contract with Celtic, Arsenal refused to let him leave on loan in January. At first, this decision seemed illogical, considering that he was barely used by Mikel Arteta, and his departure could have helped lower the wage bill while freeing up squad space. However, the plot thickened when the Scotsman started making appearances on the pitch, not as a left-back, but as a winger, a role quite different from the one Celtic fans know him for. The match against PSV was the clearest example of this. Tierney started as a wide player, but not in his usual full-back position. Arsenal, struggling for depth in key areas, lined up with three players in the same role: Miles Lewis-Skelly, Alexander Zinchenko, and Tierney, all being played out of position. What initially seemed like a desperate move by Arteta might actually be a strategic play to keep Tierney match-fit and showcase him for a potential summer transfer, despite his expected exit. This raises a warning flag for Celtic and its supporters. On one hand, it's great to see Tierney staying sharp and competitive, meaning he could arrive at Parkhead ready to make an immediate impact. On the other hand, Arsenal's actions suggest they may be trying to attract other bids for the player, potentially looking for some financial compensation before the contract runs out. The Hoops faithful, who are already preparing to welcome back one of their heroes, must keep a close eye on any suspicious moves. Tierney has always been a player of immense passion, giving everything for the badge he wears, but his heart belongs to Celtic, and what once seemed like a done deal with a fairy tale ending may still hold surprises until the very last moment. Arsenal has made a bold call by keeping Tierney in the squad, and now it all makes sense. He is being used as a tactical piece, perhaps even as a showcase for one final market move. But one thing is for sure. Once he finally pulls on the green and white hoops again, Tierney will have a clear mission: to restore Celtic's identity and strength and lead the club to new triumphs. For the fans, the countdown has already begun. And in football, until the ink is dry, nothing is ever set in stone.